Cool. Now let me see. I hope this is done right. Um, Let me check here. It's probably fucked up. I'm probably horizontal or vertical. I'm doing it wrong. Anyway, musician named Yungblud. Uh, what is it? Tyler Hansen? Well, I shouldn't say crazy. Pretty interesting evidence that suggests a lot of these actors and musicians and luminaries are just that, actors. They're all actors. In fact, have you ever seen some of the early interviews with Tupac? Yeah, I'll tell you that right now. But anyway, so Ozzy is, he little history, I guess. Ozzy was in Black Sabbath, one of the original heavy metal bands. I think they even coined the term heavy metal around Ozzy and Black Sabbath. There's debate about that, whether it was Deep Purple or whatever. There's always debate. But yeah, Black Sabbath kind of cut the cloth of this hard rock genre of music, and Ozzy was right there in the front row, um, egging everybody on. Ozzy, he was a fairly good performer, but some of the things I'm going to say about him, if you're a fan, well, that's okay. I'm not going to. I was a fan of Ozzy. I loved Ozzy. I'd seen Ozzy, and I'd seen Ozzy which one was it? Was it? I guess it was Blizzard of Oz tour. I think I saw because all grew open for him. So it was when Ozzy left Black Sabbath, he was a mess. He was a drunken mess. Something I know a little bit about. But Ozzy was just a fucking mess. And so Sharon was, I think she was the daughter of a record company executive and took a liking to Ozzy and propelled his career forward. Now, Sharon was an extremely shrewd businesswoman, extremely shrewd, to the point where she was actually a bully and unfair in a lot of her dealings. So there's the picture of the guy on the cover is Jakey Lee, and that's a guy with Ozzy. So this guy Jakey Lee literally wrote Diary of a Madman and Bark at the Moon. No, he wrote Bark at the Moon and The Ultimate Sin for Ozzy. And Ozzy was in rehab basically when this guy wrote all this stuff. And he didn't get paid very well to tour or to play on stage. So could you imagine that, being a guitar player and your job is to play with somebody like Ozzy Osbourne, playing arena tours, but you're getting paid like minimum wage? Not only that, he wrote these songs when Ozzy was in rehab. So Ozzy didn't even fucking contribute at all. And not only that, too, with Black Sabbath, a lot of the writing that was done, it was done by Bill Ward, the drummer. The drummer wrote a considerable amount of the lyrics for Black Sabbath. Ozzy got credit for it. Same with Bark at the Moon and Diary of a Madman. Randy Rhoads basically wrote all that. And that young man, Randy Rhoads, was the reason we all know about Ozzy Osbourne and he is revered as he is today. It's because of Randy Rhoads. Randy Rhoads wrote the music that propelled Ozzy into superstardom. And then when Randy died, he went back to just playing old Black Sabbath tunes with Brad Gillis from Night Ranger. And yeah, he had a bunch of. He basically went on tour auditioning guitar players pretty much. And then found Jake and like, could you imagine that? He just ruined this man's life, Jakey Lee. I mean, you go from nothing to touring arena stadiums, thousands of people, and then you get fired for bullshit over writing credits when you literally wrote the whole album. It's crazy. Oh yeah, Sharon is one of those. I get it. How's it going, God of fuck? I haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, I thought I'd chime in on this Ozzy Osbourne shit since everybody else is doing it. Um, it's and like I said, this Tyler Hansen thing that he just a sec here. This Tyler Hansen thing is pretty interesting, where this guy Tyler Hansen takes actors and shows that some actors are playing more than just one character. All the world is a stage, right? So a lot of politicians and actors are played by different people. Hence Paul McCartney, Billy Shears. I mean, it's pretty interesting. But then there's all this occult significance to everything too, right? So this fellow Yungblud is now, he's now the new Prince of Darkness. He's inherited Ozzy's Prince of Darkness. Ozzy gave him the cross, which is probably some sort of occult significance to that. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Ozzy may not have been, but Sharon sure the hell was. Oh, for sure. Sharon was very inept. And a lot of times that's how it is, right? You have the one behind the scenes pulling the strings, and that was Sharon, definitely, especially with the business end of things. I mean, Ozzy couldn't, he didn't do any of the business dealings or any of that stuff. Uh-oh, your messages are getting retracted. So you know what's happening with that is I have my ex on here, and she's trolling me. She likes to come on and watch me finally. She never watched me when she was my wife, but now she watches me relentlessly. It's crazy. So let's get into this Yungblud guy. Yungblud. Um, he's got talent. He's definitely talented. He works at his craft. He knows what he's doing. Oh, you did it, dude. Everything I just blame it on her now. It just makes life easier. But so Yungblud is extremely talented. He's very talented, and I think he's going to do a very good job at leading youth into the wrong things. I think he's going to do an excellent job at it. I've spoken on him before. He piqued my radar a while ago, and I've got, I kind of have an inside track to some of this stuff. Not really, but yeah, I do. But I don't exploit it. Um, a lot of people, myself included, anyone you can be influenced, and sometimes you're influenced to do something, and there's a bigger agenda above it, right? So your goal might just to be famous, or to put your art out, and to have your platform to speak your mind. But you could be the perfect patsy for somebody that has a nefarious agenda, and you're already spouting a lot of what their agenda is, free love, free sex, all that kind of shit. They're going to help you. They're going to help you promote these negative agendas, right? It's kind of what rock and roll is, really. I fell in love with it as a kid, but it is kind of mind control. There is no doubt in my mind about that. And Ozzy was definitely a wizard of mind control and influence. Um, Sharon was also extremely inept in that. We all know Ozzy from the fucking biting the head off the chicken or whatever they say, right? Like every fucking buddy knows that story. Even before the internet, that story was everywhere, right? So he's an archetype. Ozzy, it's an archetype. You know, the Prince of Darkness, the the tortured soul, the come from nothing to get everything, rags to riches story. He is all those things, you know. Um, the redemption. He's the meets his wife and you know becomes this great rock star. You know, he's the success story of the, you know. What about when like he was supposed to be sober? He looked more fucked up than anybody I've ever met. So that even makes me think that that could have been such a character. Elvis is still alive. Yeah, probably, dude. I think he's Donald Trump. Elvis is Donald Trump, who is Lucifer. It's all the same, right? It's all the same guy. But yeah, man, Ozzy, I seen him. Uh, And when I saw him, Motley Crue blew him off the stage. The best thing about the Ozzy show that I saw was Tommy Aldridge, the drummer. Fucking kicked ass. Did an amazing drum solo. Did a John Bonham thing without the drumsticks. You know, bare hands on the skins. It was fucking amazing. It was amazing. But Motley Crue really did fucking knock him off the stage. Ozzy just said, "Go fucking crazy! Go fucking crazy!" You know, stuff like that. He was all right though. His voice held out. He does have a voice that can bellow, so he is a crooner, that's for sure. But yeah, just wanted to you know, chime in on the Aussie shit, and that's about it. Do a drum solo for us. I will soon when I get some drums. When I have access to some drums, I might, if I'm allowed to play them. If she lets me. If she lets me. Um, yeah, and you know, it's sort of just in my own thing. I haven't played drums for a while. I bought an electronic kit for a little bit. My buddy had me. I don't even whatever. But anyways, so I got episode while, so I'm actually gonna be looking forward to Smash. Uh-oh, reconnecting. Think. little chat and love you guys. Um, about it. So maybe we'll go get some interviews. But today I have to do a bunch of go